Hi, and welcome to another exciting U.S. pirate news and meeting and stuff. Yari, the floor is yours.
Yes. Hello, welcome to the Pirate National Committee meeting of the 24th of October, 2021. My name is Rose, aka Yari. I am the chair of the Pirate National Committee. And here we are. Yes, well, that's correct. Sorry, we're a little bit late for those of you who might be tuning in live. Yeah. So please do recall that, as per usual for pirate meetings, you are welcome to post any questions or comments down in the comment section below of the live chat, and/or in the comments for later. We will be happy to read those and get back to those. Do check out our website, uspirates.org, for any more information on our group. So let's get started. Could I have IDs from the folks, please? Joe, you want to kick us off?
Sure, Joseph Honorowski, Massachusetts representative and treasurer for the party. I also am great at bake sales.
Nice. Okay. Bosun.
Okay. Joe Klein, tired. I'm sorry. Joe Klein, vice chair of the U.S. Pirate Party and representing Wisconsin at this point.
Okay. Mitch.
Mitch DeVilla of the Chicagoland, Illinois Pirate Party. And the Swarm Care Manager of the United States Pirate Party. Joe is not on camera, so I would like to assume I have the best beard in the room.
You do, actually. Yours is far better kept.
Always going for the best beard award. Always going for the best beard award. Okay. Well, there we go, Mitch. Okay. And then we have AJ.
All right. This is Anthony J., representing both the Outreach Committee and, as of last week, the Indiana Pirate Party.
Fantastic. And Will? Oh, you are muted.
Your microphone.
My dear friend, you are muted.
Yep. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay. This is William Dappin, representing California, and the official Beard Newbie of the Year winner as of right now.
Fantastic. And Richard, who is dialing in, and I believe will be joining. There we go. Okay. Just messaged me. So the final person who is dialing in is Richard Caro of the Illinois Pirate Party, and is the secondary representative. And there is also another member who is a default member, the Stream Machine, who is, I don't believe, actually streaming because Joe just did that, but it's going to stay there anyway, just for funsies. Okay. Thank you again for that, Joe. So with IDs out of the way, let's... for those of you who may usually watch these meetings, of course, Jamie is unfortunately not going to be able to join us tonight. That is James O'Keefe of the Massachusetts Pirate Party, and he is missed, but he'll be back later. Moving on to reports. Normally I would start with IT, and the update I got from Jamie is no update besides helping out with Patriot Act activities. So, cool. Moving on from IT, platform, Joe.
So I am way behind in compiling the pirate thoughts into one cohesive document for where we stand, but I'm going to take a hardline stance on as far as the abortion thing goes, a hardline stance on individual autonomy and really follow the path of where that leads us. Um, so that being said, I will be submitting that for a final discussion tomorrow, and I hope I'll have it done by tomorrow. That being said, there is a new plank that I would like to start on, which is ending the war on drugs. And we started to discuss it. It is a rehash of a Massachusetts plank that we did a long time ago, I think in 2018. And it's generally a stance of ending victimless crimes, such as piracy and such as war on drugs and all the other things that they just use to keep us down. So, that being said, we do have quite a few more planks to go, but if there's anything you'd like us to work on, always a pleasure to hear from you.
Okay, cool. Yeah, and those meetings are, I'm assuming, same time as usual, Monday evenings at 9 Eastern?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes,
fantastic.
they are. Consistency is key.
Yes, indeed, indeed. Okay, so looking forward to that. Thank you very much. And yeah, I can't wait to hear more about what the pirate group and all the rest of the platform committee has to say with regards to the war on drugs. That's a big issue. So definitely a lot to talk about there. Definitely a lot to talk about there. Okay, cool. Outreach committee. Got a lot going on.
Oh
AJ.
yeah, if I hear the words Patriot Act one more time after the month October 2021, I will consider taking a break from my mental health. Nothing more than that. It's going well. We have a lot of different pieces in place. We have our petition is up. Go sign it. It's in the Discord. It's also on our website. If you go to our website right now, we have a few different blog posts, but one big one that will let you know everything about our Patriot Act event. Please tune into the live streams that we will be having Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday of this week. We have a few different topics, a few different speakers. Things are going decently well. I think I'd say it is mostly going to be pirates, but I still look forward to it nonetheless. I think we're going to have a great time. I would like to discuss actually putting people on certain panels to talk with the PNC a little bit more if we have time. But if we don't have time, I'll reach out to you afterwards. But there are still places that we could place people, and I would like for us to have pirates in those positions. You know, just in case we don't really draw any, more non-pirates to those positions. I'd like for us to have a schedule that consists of pirates that we can fall back on if nothing else happens. But as far as the pirate side goes, I think we're going well. I think we're going strong. We've put a lot of effort into this, and I look forward to seeing where it goes.
Yeah, especially for, I think, the amount of movement that we've made in 1 month with this, less than 1 month actually, is
one.
It's been
all
stressful,
that I've
but
been doing. It's been all that I've been doing. I go to bed and I hear the words Patriot Act in my sleep. And then
yeah, I mean,
I wake up. Then I wake up and I think, oh boy, time to do something for the Patriot Act event. It's nonstop. I don't know what to do. Please release me from this prison already.
well, the unfortunate truth is, the United States will not be released from this prison until the Patriot Act is, finally
That is
repealed.
true. Viewers at home, if you want to release me from my mental prison, sign the petition, end the Patriot Act. That is the only thing. That is the only thing that will save me. Please, I beg you.
Yes, it would help. It would help AJ. It would help all of us. It is definitely an important thing to do. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, let's keep the momentum going. Thank you so much for all your work. You and Will and everyone on this.
Oh
just,
yes,
really,
a big round of applause for everyone that is helping out. Yes, Will?
I believe Bosun would like to speak.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry.
Oh, like in the live stream?
Yeah, I have a
Or
little
right now?
button that says I got my hand up.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I was
I'm not
waiting for
monitoring
it.
that very well.
Sorry to interrupt, but
You
yeah.
might as well use the amenities
The
of the
interaction.
pool while we're at
Go
it.
for it. Just go
Okay.
for it. Yeah. What's up?
So, is there like a draft document that we could look at that has the schedule?
We do have a draft like spreadsheet. I can't link that right now because I'm not on my computer, but if someone else can put
Could
that
you
in
send
chat.
me the current state so I know when I'm supposed to talk?
I will
Uh,
do that.
Yes, you're supposed to talk at 8 Eastern time, I believe, off the top of my head, on Tuesday.
7 o'clock Central.
Yes, 7 good time.
Good
Oh,
time. I
it's a
thought you
good
were
time now.
in Indiana, in the East.
Okay.
No, he's in good Indiana.
So anyway, so yes, we can. Yeah, someone. You said you'll make sure that gets to Bosun.
Yes, I'll make sure
William?
that gets to everybody.
Okay. Yeah,
William,
fantastic.
whoever, we will do it. We
It's
will,
in the chat. It's in the
Okay.
chat. It's in
Good,
the
good.
chat.
That's what I wanted to
Thank you.
happen.
The link is in the chat. Okay.
Hmm.
So
And there are things that aren't scheduled yet. We can talk about that if we want to talk about it. But there are a few events that I haven't actually put a time for because
I think that would be good. Actually, let's.
Hmm.
Why don't we just take a second and do that now?
Okay, yeah. So
Logistics out of the way first.
we are going to. I'm gonna try and put it in front of myself here real quick. First thing that I would like people for is if you see the document, we're gonna have like a little kickoff where we talk about our hopes for our 3-day protest. It's just an introduction, whatever, kind of like what we did for the PNC 2021. I would like for as many people as possible to show up for that, but no one really has to. If I need to go and talk about all of it myself, I can. After that, we will be having Radio Joe would like to do his humorous summary of the Patriot Act. He's got some great meme ideas for it. It's going to be a blast. It's going to be funny. I want at least 1 or 2 other people there with him to bounce off of. Do I have any volunteers?
Yeah.
Oh, is there a specific time that is going to be?
It's on the spreadsheet. I'm trying to pull it up. I think it's 8 Eastern.
Yeah, 8 to 9,
Mhm.
or 8 to the end of 9. 8 to
Yeah,
10.
it can go longer. There's nothing after it.
And is
8
this
plus.
also on the day of the 26th?
This is
25th.
Monday.
Darren McKee, sorry if I butchered that, Darren, says way ahead of you.
What?
In the chat for the stream.
Darren?
There's a gentleman by the name of Darren, and they say that they're way ahead of you. So you know.
Okay.
In response to something you were saying.
Would
Good sir.
That's probably in response to signing the Patriot Act.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I was like, Darren, please let us know what you're way ahead
Yeah,
of
what
us
do you
on
know
because
that
we
we
would greatly
don't know?
appreciate.
Yeah.
What
We
do you
need
have?
guidance.
Also, if you're already on your way to end the Patriot Act, fantastic. Please release me.
So the 25th, yes. If that's starting at 8, this looks like it's in Central Time right now, AJ.
Is it? I thought it was.
No,
in
it's
Eastern.
not. Sorry, it is in Eastern.
No, it's
My
Eastern.
bad. My bad. My bad.
As-
My bad. That's
I made
my
sure
bad.
to do it. I made sure to schedule everything in Eastern.
Thank
since
you.
That's our
Thank you. That
regular
is our
time.
standard. That
As
is
a
our standard.
As a short summary for what I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be doing a tier list of each of the sections,
Oh, fantastic.
highlighting specific sections like section, I think 10 through 16 is going to get a lot of, or sorry, 210 to 215 is going to get a lot of attention along with a few others. So yeah.
You can
A
count me in
Patriot
for at least the first hour of that.
Okay.
Sure.
I love that.
Yeah, what's your favorite so far?
Favorite? Favorite is in like, it would be the best if it didn't exist, or best as
The
if it,
one that is best to
Which
talk
portion
about.
is S tier?
I think investigation without a warrant under certain cases is pretty interesting, since
Classic.
I think that's one of the ones that's been like was brought through Congress like 5 times before it was actually accepted after a terrible tragedy.
Yeah.
So
that's some spicy content right there.
yeah.
As
Not
a
the terrible
pirate,
tragedy, for the
no,
record.
yeah. So on my stance on that whole thing is, so they're going to give away the rights of everybody because of one bad incident. But what they say, isn't it better to let 10 criminals go if to save that one innocent man?
Yeah. And there's the whole connection to entrapment, and it's a whole bucket of fun. So yeah.
Yeah.
The
So
Patriot Act
it's proof of
is
the argument that Bin Laden destroyed America.
the Patriot Act is at the very least maybe a little bad.
I'm at the very least maybe a little bad.
I'm a
appreciate
bit
that.
skeptical. I'll say that.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So we have
Okay.
the kickoff, we have the summary. What else
Mhm.
do we need?
The summary, I'm loading the spreadsheet right now. I think the next thing is going to be when Bosun is going to speak. Do
Mhm.
you want someone to, like, bounce off of? Because
Sure, I'll do
we're
anything
just
you want me to.
we're just kind of putting you up there to ramble. Do you want someone to talk to?
Should I have Sure, whatever.
You can do whatever you want with your segment. We just need you to talk for a little bit because we're desperate. I'm being completely
Yeah.
honest this
No, I
meeting.
think
am
that's
not.
fair.
I will have my
Yeah.
I will have my curmudgeon speak.
What?
Megan's over here saying that she's willing to join in
Okay.
on this.
All right. Excellent.
Since Kusanagi isn't here, and I know they have some experience with streaming and similar things, I think they have a Twitch channel. That might be an interesting person to talk to about such things.
I wonder if they'd be interested in doing anything. I don't know if we've asked explicitly.
I've just given general
I'll
asks, but
ping.
I haven't.
I'll send a ping.
Also,
That's a good point, Radio
in the
Joe. Thank you.
Sorry, in the spreadsheet in a separate section that we're not using, I'm just going to write down like all the events and who's going to be there, so we can keep track of that too.
All right. Do we know
if I may.
Jamie's? Oh,
Yes.
So I literally almost have a new PC built. The only reason why I'm not on it this evening is because I forgot my Cat 6 cable at my mom's house.
I mean,
So
here's my question. Tomorrow, is it going to be like doable and tested by tomorrow? Is the real question I
tested
have
now.
here, Joe?
Tested now.
Okay, then
But-
I don't think we should rely on it, frankly. I'll
when it's up and running, I'll let you know. But
Okay.
it's coming sooner than later.
Okay, I mean that's great. My big concern is I was super down to run this in terms of streaming everything, but my big concern is all of a sudden, today I got hit by a power outage, and I don't know if that's going to continue into tomorrow.
You're having a horrible storm hit the Pacific coast. Right?
That's
I mean,
true.
we never. To be honest, a master tactician always has a plan, but never relies upon it. So, we'll just keep on playing it by ear. We'll do the best that we can, and we will batten down our hatches and weather the storm.
Okay, so what's the plan?
The plan
Let's
is
cut
still
the
for me to
rhetoric.
get the plan is still to keep you running the meetings and in control, with me as backup and with Bosun as backup.
Okay, that makes sense. That is what I was hearing, but I just wanted to make sure that that's what our understanding was. That makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah, I that makes sense. So in that case, I will. Yeah. We'll check in about that. We'll check in about that after the meeting a little bit, but I'll make sure that I'm available for all that. At least to like hit the start button.
Mm.
Right. That's pretty much all I'll be available for. Just ding. And then bye. Okay.
Are there any more technical things, or can we get back to scheduling people? Because I don't want to eat away at the technical conversation if we need to have it.
That's
Okay.
technical
we can-
conversation can happen another time.
Okay.
Anyway.
All right. So I've put, if you look in the document, I've put short little names for everything down here, along with who will be staffing them. For summary, Radio Joe, Yari, Pimchi. Does that sound good? Summary of the Pirate Chat tier list, whatever. We'll come up with a quirky name for it. We also, something I haven't put on the schedule yet that we also need to schedule people for is Abdullah has written like address letter. We're probably just going to call it, letter from a Muslim pirate or something like that. He would like to speak about how the Patriot Act and the culture that we have cultivated after the Patriot Act in 9/11 has affected him as a young Muslim growing up in the country. However, he was a bit shy to read it himself, so he wants some of us to read his letter and sort of talk about the issues and really extrapolate everything that's going on there. So we need a few people for that as well.
This sounds like fun.
Yeah.
More than
All right.
I kind of would like to read it if that's possible.
Oh yes, I can ask him and I can send it your way.
Is
I
that
thought it
during
was
the
perfectly-
kickoff?
Rose is a great
Sorry.
dramatist.
Yeah, that's not during the kickoff. That's going to be scheduled somewhere else.
Okay.
But I'll put Bosun down for that. I can be there. I can be anywhere. Can I? Yeah, I can. I think. I can, yeah. The two things I'm gonna be at is the Pirate Chat, because I do those, and the kickoff, because I don't know. It feels like I should be. And I can be anywhere else that I need to be placed.
Okay. Anything else we need to do scheduling wise?
Well, these are
Actually.
not complete. Yes?
One thing I would like to propose, for us to do a in-person meeting sometime in order to, especially with the new parties that have formed. I propose that we have a representative from the existing party go and meet in person, whether it be Bosun or myself or Jamie or Steve or Molt or any of the others, maybe Liz out of New York. See if we can just have an existing member with the new states go and do a meet and greet. Obviously, I wouldn't propose it if I wasn't willing to do it myself, but I figured that might be something of useful.
Sorry,
This
Joe,
is for
do you
new
mean?
business. This is new business.
Oh,
not
okay.
old
This
business.
is separate from the Patriot Act stuff.
Yes.
I was
Okay.
gonna say I can't come to Massachusetts this
I was
week.
like-
I'm sorry.
I was like, this week Patriot. Okay, yes, separate. Cool.
Yeah,
Nope,
separate.
Great.
So this is new
Great
business.
idea.
Sure. Yeah, we
And,
can throw that into new business, please.
Yeah.
Yes.
I agree. I think
Okay.
that would be nice, though. For the record, a Midwest setting might be appropriate, since I think most of our parties are there.
Might we
Yeah, no,
propose that
I don't
maybe?
mind driving
Yeah.
out that way.
Mm.
This would be something so that you could finally see the face behind the beard, you know?
Okay. All right.
Or perhaps get
Can
Yari
we-
to come out.
Lure them
So
out of
That's
California.
something to consider for the national committee,
Mhm.
or the not the yearly, the annual.
Mhm.
We did the live stream last year. Should we do an in person and live stream it in person this 2022?
I think we should do that. Except I still recommend with the slight chance of pandemic going down. No, me being fully vaccinated. I pose a little bit less risk, but um, there's still a lot of elder members that we have that can participate if it's a virtual meeting versus a non-virtual.
In order, okay, so um, so first, let's recognize that. Is there anything else we need to finish with outreach?
Yes, I do think so.
Okay. What else?
Because we have people. For a few of these, we still have only one person. So kickoff. I'm going to be there. Who else can be there for the kickoff?
What time is
I'll be
kickoff?
there.
7 Eastern on the 25th. So 6 Central, 5 for California.
Oh, shoot. That's right. Timing. Oh, that's right. Time zones.
Would that kill California?
Oh, I don't know.
We could move kickoff and summary up.
No, yeah, I can do all. I can do all.
You can do for
Kickoff
California?
is 7th. Yeah, I can do kickoff. I can do
Okay.
kickoff, and I can do. Just count me in for yes.
Okay,
I can
we'll
make
put
it.
you. You think you can make it for kickoff? I just want as many people to come to kickoff as possible.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. That's enough people to make it interesting. We'll send the link out to probably most of the inner pirate circle and even outer pirate circle. We're no elitists here. Summary, I think that's covered. I might just show up because it's fun, but I don't need to.
So real quick, reviewing previous stuff for a second. When
Yes.
are pirate party elections?
July.
Okay.
I thought it was June. Is it July?
As
It's
long as it's
mandated in
during
the bylaws,
summer.
and I have those right in front of me. Hang on.
I mean, I just want to make sure that it's during the summer. So if we actually do an in-person,
Oh,
thing.
It is in
is
summer.
in
It is
summer.
100% in summer, and we're not going to do in person. First Sunday
we're
of
not.
June.
Okay.
Well, because I was about to shoot that down, but also that's a conversation we're about to have in new business, separate from this. Please and thank you.
Let's get this done
Okay.
first. Then we can
Separate
yell and we
thing.
can scream. I really need to scream. Seriously, please. Let's do this.
Okay. Outreach. Anything else?
Summary.
Outreach.
Summary is good. Bosun, we will have Bosun and Mama Turtle there. If anyone else wants to show up, they can. Pirate Chat, I will be there just like always, but do I have any other guaranteed? Yes, I will be at Pirate Chat.
Probably. Yes.
Probably. We can put you down as a probably.
Raising both my hands in adulation.
We have a lot of probablys. You know what? That's good enough for me.
What? Can you not?
What?
Can you not hear me?
No, we could hear you. That was I think it was yes from Radio Joe.
Yes.
That
okay,
is
that's
a
a yes
yes.
from Radio Joe.
All right.
Letter. Bosun will be there. I can be there. Does anyone else want to be there? Yari, do you want to be there?
Yes.
Okay.
Depends when it
we'll
is,
have to.
but
we'll have to-
so we'll schedule it.
We'll have to negotiate a time. I'm thinking Wednesday though.
Yep. If it's Wednesday, anytime after,
Okay.
anytime 7 or
If-
later, then I'm
3
fine.
days.
Anyone else? If
Then we're done
anyone
with
else
it,
wants to. Oh, sorry.
Yes, three days, 24th or 25th, 26th, 27th.
If anyone else wants to do more, and you can come up with like some kind of panel idea on the spot, please do it. We can put it Wednesday. Let's do it. Okay? But that's probably not for right now. But if there's something else that you want to do, I don't care what it is, so long as that it won't incite legal action.
Oh,
That's
think
my
that's-
my
yeah.
only requirement.
yes, yes, that's a good line. Okay, cool. Anything else from outreach? We are technically still in reports.
Oh, I think we're good.
Okay, cool, great, fantastic. Okay, swarm care.
Other than the discussions that I assume we'll still be having of the green parties of Rhode Island and Alaska, there is
Yep,
no
it's on
next-
the docket.
Fantastic. Then in that case, I have no other new business besides that.
Okay, fantastic. Thank you. Curious about anything with Virginia and or
Iowa, I believe, was the other one I mentioned.
Mhm.
Virginia is mostly Abdullah, who seems to be very adamant that he wants to get it started.
Okay.
So that's just something I'm keeping an eye on. Iowa, with Nolan being a regular attender, it seems that they had someone who was also looking to be more active. So if there's two representatives from that standpoint, then I would be more than happy to help them with like a website and getting social media set up just to move that process along if that's,
Okay.
how we need to do it.
Cool. Okay. Thank you. Bosun, Joe, treasury or vice chair?
Bosun, age before beauty. I guess that means I qualify for both then. So,
Oh, I said I
as
have
far
nothing.
as, oh, you have nothing. Okay. So that being said, we just are doing a written copy of the budget from last year and basically slapping that up for this year. I don't see any major changes, except perhaps making some T-shirts and some labels, plus the texting software that we're going to be using to add in for expenses. But on that, our expenses, our budget's about the same.
Okay.
So we should have that for you shortly. And then the other thing is just filing with the FEC and making us official all the way, 100%. Just because
Fantastic.
even though we haven't hit the threshold yet, we haven't come close to the threshold yet.
We should file.
We should just do it anyways.
Yeah.
Yay.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
that's the thing.
Cool. Thank you so much for taking care of that.
Not a problem.
Okay. Let's move on to old business and talk about what you mentioned, Mitch. Please.
Yes. So the Green Party over the last year disaffiliated a couple state parties. It was Georgia, Rhode Island, and Alaska. Georgia, for controversial reasons, didn't even bring them up for a reason. The reasoning for Rhode Island and Alaska, however, was the elections of 2020. The the Rhode Island party said that it was too important to split the vote. We needed to defeat Trump, and they ended up not collecting signatures to keep Howie off the ballot. And the Alaska Green Party, nominated Jesse Ventura instead of Howie Hawkins. So they were both disaffiliated and disassociated from the Green Party USA. So with that being said, there are now two state parties at Rhode Island and Alaska, with no national party, where they are just independent state parties as it is. They're ready-made. They have history. They've ran candidates. I believe they've even had elected candidates. I think it is worth it to reach out to the Green parties of Alaska and Rhode Island. Two states, mind you, that the Green Party said they are planning to form new parties. Yes, Joe.
I'm sorry to interrupt, but all right, yep, said two things. So is the program going to be during school tomorrow? And the other one was 9 to 4:50. And then the Lanzer said, who said Iowa?
I'm sorry. There were two YouTube.
Oh,
comments?
so these are two different questions from previously. So
Yeah,
the
I do apologize
program
for the
is
wait.
going to be tomorrow. It's going to be so the Patriot Act protest. You can check it out on our website uspirates.org. We will have the full schedule posted to our YouTube and to the website as soon as we have it solidified, which should be by the end of the night, hopefully.
And it'll all be in the evening. So
Yes.
I don't think anyone should have to worry about missing it because of school or anything like that.
That's correct. That's correct. And I think the Iowa comment should have been figured out based on context. Hopefully.
I'm sure that was satirical.
Yeah. Okay. Please continue, Mitch.
Yes. So with the Green Party USA already stating they plan on forming new state parties in Alaska, in Rhode Island, and I actually believe there's a new Green Party in Rhode Island, anyways, that is trying to get national recognition from Green Party USA. So instead of allowing these state parties that have history, that have ran candidates, that know what they're doing, they're experienced, to parties with platforms already very similar and could qualify under pirate policy, I believe that we should reach out to these two state parties in Shot in the Dark, ask them if they want to become pirate parties and become official members of the PNC. Argument being that it's a win on all sides. I don't see a situation where if they say yes, we get two new state parties, they have a national affiliation and don't have to dissolve. The Green members won't just leave to form the new party and start from scratch. They can just continue on, do what they're doing, but with the state autonomy that they were seeking to begin with. A lot of Green parties, I've noticed a lot of Greens have been leaving due to what they've deemed a little bit of a controlling nature from the National Party. So perhaps the more laissez-faire membership that we offer to the state level would be something that they'd be interested in.
Bosun, you had a comment? I can't hear you. Mute.
I muted myself, which is unfortunate because I was going to say things. All right. All right. So what do we need to? Oh, I was going to say, are we? Isn't this kind of like parliamentary procedure at this point? Didn't we table this item? And if we table the item, are we bringing it up again? So wasn't there a proposal at the time when it was?
That's a good question. I'm sorry. I have not done my due diligence and double checked actually.
Oh, the peanut gallery is getting upset.
Oh gosh, Joe, and
Everyone wants to speak.
who else? I just Joe.
I just wanted to quickly apologize to Mitch for interrupting, and thank you to William for responding in the chat.
No problem.
The motion in favor was not by a primary state member last time. I'm really not by a primary state representative. It was by the secondary state representative. I'm really not sure.
Okay,
there was a motion in favor.
That is.
I move that we give Mitch permission to go ahead and try to wrangle these Greens back into the pirate party.
I second.
Simulate them.
Okay, there's been a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
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 Yeah, you can vote.
Aye.
Yeah, you have a vote.
I do. I don't know. It feels weird of giving myself permission.
You are a voting member. Okay.
If you don't give yourself permission, then who's going to do it?
So we're passed.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, it is. The motion is passed. The vote is called. Okay. So with that, Swarm Carrier is directed by the PNC to
go swarm.
Go swarm. Sure. So to
swarm
appropriately go and contact those two parties and
go forth and swarm.
Sure.
With that being said, should I wait until the Patriot Act event is over to propose state membership. I don't know if just because we had you had reached out to them already in regards to this Patriot Act event. I don't know if do we send them a second email?
Had we, or is the email changed already? Because we reached out through I reached out through the official national website's emails. I don't know if those had changed by this point.
That is true.
I'm not sure. Something to look into. I'm happy to give you the emails that I had sent to. I can tell you for sure that I hadn't received responses from either of them. But let's chat, and I'll send you those emails, or those email addresses, and feel free to compare with whatever context you have as you go forward to do that.
Intact, though, so
yeah.
we're at least good on that front.
I don't think.
At least when I checked a few days ago, both of their websites still seem to be intact from.
You can always do an archive grab.
Yeah.
I also have a business Facebook that I joined both their groups, and it seems as though that they're actively posting. Rhode Island actually went from not posting since February to just recently posting again. So, which makes me think that they themselves must have had an internal meeting of, we got to get this going again. We got to stay strong, which would be a good sign of they want to stay active.
Yeah. Okay. I is there any objection to, or any thoughts on sending that before? Yeah, I know there's the new business. It's sending an email before or after the Patriot Act protest.
I would say, why wait on reaching out to them? The longer we wait, the longer it's going to just cement them into in direction that they're going, and perhaps not lining up with us. The sooner we can contact them, speak to them on the phone, and say, hey, we share the same mission. Let's team up. The sooner we can start lining that up. So.
Yeah.
Okay.
Any alternative thoughts compared to what Joe said, or are we of the same opinion?
I think we're of the same opinion there.
The hive must grow.
The swarm demands a sacrifice.
That's
Anyways.
one way to put it. Okay. We do have.
You were going to bring up what Joe brought up, right?
Yeah, I was going to say we do have that new item of business on the table that Joe brought up, which is the
in-person meetings.
Yes, the possibility of an in-person meeting between states, which would be the purview of some sort of state moderator and or other position like that, which we don't have.
Well, one of the things that was brought up was the yearly meeting, or the yearly. I would be looking to see this done separately, where it'd be interstate, or a representative of the council, specifically meeting up with the different states. It would probably be better if it was you, Yari, because you're our fearless leader. But I'm happy to.
I have plenty of fears, I assure you.
I've met with everybody here except for the secondary from California.
Yeah, we've met. But I would be happy to pay for a vacation for you, sir.
If
I don't.
If it is to happen, it would definitely have to follow where the most people are concentrated. Though the issue with that is that if we're having like some kind of like powwow in the East Midwest or something to accommodate most states, that's almost as far away from California as possible.
Well, I mean, with plane tickets and stuff, it's not much more expensive across state as far as I've been looking at this stuff a little bit, but it doesn't seem much more. And
Yeah.
May I ask what the purpose of such a meeting would be?
Yeah.
Not that I'm opposed to it, but I'm curious.
I
It
do
would
wonder.
be to strengthen our bonds between interstate commerce, which is the whole point of making this cooperative, from what I understood in the very beginning. This is just following Bosun's great directive when we decide to make this cooperative to make sure that we strengthen our ties, strengthen our connections. Right now, Massachusetts Pirate Party, we're going strong. We have very active members, and it's just a solid core group. And I would just like to try and take the time to share that with all of you and how we do it, some of our tricks, what we do in person, scheduling events, just like we do IT for, just like we have Jamie doing the IT for this. We have our own IT thing going. We use Swarm Care to so much in Massachusetts. We're connected to so many groups in Massachusetts. And the formula really does work. So my whole thought was really connecting with you guys to just make sure that we continue pushing forward. And it's sometimes a meeting face to face just makes it cemented in that much stronger. Again, it's not necessarily. One moment, please.
Well, in that light, maybe we could make it some sort of attendance optional thing, where it's like it'll be a Jitsi meeting and we'll be there. Some of us will be in
That
person.
sounds good.
Yeah.
Well, if I was going to be going out, now mind you, I want to keep this separate from our national meeting. I would still like to see our national meeting in Washington, D.C., only for the sense that then we can go and protest. We can go protest on Washington, D.C., raid the archives, etc.
Yeah, I don't want anybody to be carrying flags and flagpoles. No.
I like the idea of this. I think it would be fun. I think it would be productive. Though I'm skeptical about the current timing, not just because we're coming out of a pandemic. I mean, if we're all vaccinated, I think we should mostly be, that would be perfectly safe. But also, I don't know, we'd have to plan this pretty far out in advance, I think, in order to make it work.
Yeah, I understand that. That's why I'm just proposing it. It's not, there's nothing set in stone by any means.
Yeah, right. May I suggest something?
Always.
Yeah. Why don't we just tentatively try to do some kind of get together in Chicago in June of next year and leave it kind of loose and try to figure out what that would involve. And it could be partially virtual, partially real. I don't think it's that hard for at least 4 or 5 of us to get together in Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Or anyone who wants to attend.
Yeah, or
anyone who wants to attend. Chicago is seemingly the pirate capital. It feels like
we have two airports here in Chicago. There's like you got O'Hare and you got
the good one.
Flights from Oakland to Chicago go at about
midway
90 to 120. So
right, and it's United Hub, so that they have these wonderful flights from San Francisco that leave at 11:30 or 12 at night.
Okay. So, who's yeah.
Well, we need a room and a venue, and that's about it.
Right. And so, It sounds like Bosun. I mean, it sounds a little bit like you are proposing a some sort of research motion for the
Okay,
maybe
sure.
the treasurer or
Let's
something like
see.
that to.
How about I will scope out places and times and what a good time to have it is, and then
May I? As far as venues go, I think that if you could scope out libraries or the like, oftentimes they let political parties and do events in libraries without, so long as we're not making a mess, we get to do it for free.
Mhm.
yeah. Okay, sure.
Definitely cheaper than a hotel venue or something like that.
Oh no, I was thinking we'd go to the Ritz.
Putting on the Ritz.
Anyways,
Is there a Ritz in Chicago?
I have got
Well,
to go soon.
Okay.
So, are there any other things that we have to deal with before we close?
We can just say that. Yeah, we can just say that that'll be taken care of. That's a great question. Any other things that needs to be taken care of before we close?
Nothing
Nope.
I can think of.
Outreach.
Okay.
Yeah. Outreach is planning a report for PNC come next week on the Patriot Act.
Yeah. And by next week, we mean the Tuesday after this Tuesday, because Outreach will not be meeting this Tuesday.
Yes. Cool. Accepting motions to adjourn then.
Motion.
I motion.
No, we got two of them. Okay, I'll
Well,
count
I
that as
second his motion.
Ah, ha, ha.
I
Okay, I was
second
gonna
both
say.
of their motions.
Whoa,
And I'm
amazing.
I'm
Okay.
going to second
Double
Joe's motion to second both of the motions.
Motion to adjourn is on the table. It has been seconded. All in favor.
Double
Aye.
I.
Aye.
Fantastic. Okay, the motion passes. This meeting of the Pirate National Committee is adjourned at 10:03 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on October 24th. Thank you all very much for showing up and being here.
One
Thank you
quick
to
note.
those of you who watched.
We have somebody who watched who was from Georgia.
Ooh, nice, Georgia! Can't wait
Fascinating.
to have you rejoin the PNC as a state. Woo!
So if you would
and-
like to reach out to Yari or info at
Join us on the
USPirates.org.
Discord, uspirates.org. Again, our website is at uspirates.org. Our Discord is right there, and all our emails are under the About section. Feel free to reach out to us. Yes, please. Thank you all for joining. Hit the subscribe button.
Don't forget to smash that like button.
Don't
hit the
forget to
notification
smash
bell.
that like button. Actually, the subscribe button is actually somewhat important now because we're going to be doing a whole bunch of live streams over the next couple days. So that'll be cool. Come back here and check those out. I'm just saying. So, be ready for that. That's it. Thank you all for joining us. We'll see you next time. Stay piratey.
Vote pirate.
Vote pirate. Thank you. Vote pirate. That's a better sign off.
Vote pirate and be pirate.
Vote
And
pirate.
pirate.
Bye, everyone.